The Australian Red Cross AVID program commenced in Mongolia in 2011. Since then, ARC has placed 39 volunteers across the country. They work alongside local counterparts, supporting capacity building in disaster management, social inclusion and strengthening civil society. The National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, is one such partner organisation. As the peak body for disaster relief and mitigation in Mongolia, Australian volunteers have much relevant experience to share. In partnership with the ARC volunteer program, NEMA has gained significant benefits. Firstly, the English level of our staff has been greatly improved. Secondly, we have enhanced disaster preparedness and disaster response policies with the support of our volunteers. The result of Katarina's work, the National Plan on Disaster Preparedness, is now completed and has been submitted to Parliament for an approval. Another important document Kathy developed is a guideline on humanitarian aid coordination during big-scale disasters. With the technical support of ARC AVID volunteers, NEMA has developed a child protection policy. We are proud of being one of the first agencies among Mongolian government organisations who introduced a child protection policy and are currently implementing it. With AVID volunteers, the Mongolian Association of School Social Workers have introduced an anti-bullying program across the country.
I worked with two volunteers from Australian Red Cross, and first volunteer was Sarah, second volunteer is Katie. When I started working with Sarah, I couldn't speak English.
They are also in preparation to host the first international conference of school social workers in Mongolia.
Sarah created for this organization and two websites. One website is our association's website. Second website is the International School Social Workers on the website.
Diane created a welcoming space for family and caregivers in the National Cancer Centre Palliative Care Ward. I witness the impact of Diane's work with us every day. Diane created this space for caregivers so that they could have some time out and rest from their stressful duty to take care of their dying loved ones. Diane developed this booklet on palliative care for family members. We use this booklet for training of caregivers. It has many practical tips and advice which are new in Mongolia. The State Orphanage is another partner. This family meeting room was initiated by our volunteer Louise. She advocated for this room where children can meet their family members or mentors. In addition, she applied for a small grant to set up a play space. Now, this is the children's favourite spot for group activities and playing with their friends. In Urarhangay province, the Children and Family Development Agency have received 2 ARC volunteers. Almina assisted in developing a nationwide case management training package for social workers, as well as a youth leadership program for young people from herder families. After we attended the youth leadership program run by Almina, we started a youth club in our village. We recruited 5 girls to our club. They were all shy and vulnerable. We do community activities together and help young children at the school dormitory. Current volunteer Ted is working with his counterparts to improve their family counselling and case conferencing skills. In addition, he teaches English to the community. With the support of AVID Volunteer, we are awarded the DFAT grant, which allowed us to establish a domestic violence shelter in our town. Ted is helping us to develop social work tools to use with victims of domestic violence. They are the first shelter in their province and can accommodate 4 mothers and their children. Carly also works for a local children's NGO.
From my time here at CYPPD, it's very obvious to me that the staff have greatly benefited from having volunteers. They're very open-minded and they listen to different perspectives. And I think that in my time here I've really been able to share with them my experiences with social media and marketing to improve their practices. And I think they've really taken it on board because they are so open-minded.
Mongolian Red Cross Society is a major partner. Jane and Jeremy are volunteers I've worked with since I was appointed Secretary General. Both accomplished their outcomes. Jane introduced a new methodology to raise awareness and understanding on international humanitarian law. She supported us to strengthen our cooperation with the ICRC and other stakeholders. Jeremy upgraded our work in commercial first aid, and now we have Caitlin in volunteer management. Also with Mongolian Red Cross, Steph was a youth development volunteer in 2013.
I'm working with Steph. She is very kind and she is my first friend in Mongolia Red Cross Youth.
Jeremy Smith and our colleagues, we worked together for 1 year. As a result of Jeremy's work, and now we are started providing commercial first aid for business organizations or other business entities. So far we have provided more than 10 organizations, more than 150 people we train in our first aid.
All volunteers are using their own skills and experiences to support community development and are improving the lives of vulnerable people.
Part of creating community development is engaging with the community. So music is a wonderful tool.